Hi. Did you know that every 37 seconds someone dies from a health issue surrounding cardiovascular health? I didn't know that either, but today I'm going to be talking about how fast food is affecting Americans in a negative way. We've become so reliant on something that's so quick. I'm going to be talking about why Americans rely on fast food so much so than other countries. I'm going to be talking about how the fast food is really not nutritional and doesn't have any nutritional value almost whatsoever, and its availability to us. So, why is the American eating experience so flawed is because often foods that taste good are high in calories but are very low in nutritional value. For instance, like we could eat a full sleeve of Oreos and we're not getting enough nutrients for high quality sustainable energy, and even if it may feel like a lot of food, it moves through us very quickly and the feeling of fullness fades quickly after we eat. Fast food is okay for picky eaters with a sensitive palate, so that makes it a little bit easier when especially parents are trying to feed young kids. And for Europeans, for instance, eating is a pleasurable experience. Americans are taught to have a ton of anxiety and guilt surrounding their eating habits. And now I'm going to be talking about how Americans value working long hours. It kind of shows that we are interested in not only making our bosses' lives easier, but putting in work. That the more work, the more effort, apparently. So this doesn't leave enough time for a healthy meal. I'm going to be picking on McDonald's because they're everywhere. For instance, this is a map of all the McDonald's in the US. So it's everywhere. It's really readily available. Most McDonald's are open very, very late or for 24 hours. 40% of the McDonald's in the United States actually operate 24/7. And the availability creates laziness, so it's something to fall back on. And now even with apps like DoorDash, you can have your food directly brought to you, so it makes it even easier to make negative like dependencies. And now that I've talked about that, I'm going to be talking about health issues that we are facing regarding these eating habits. The dependency regarding or surrounding fast food is becoming more and more normalized. For a food that was meant to only be a treat. We have, as Americans, the health of Americans over the past 50 years has gotten worse, and now 71% of Americans are overweight. And that's Joel Fuhrman writing for the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine. And a lot of times fast food is either going to be a salt or a sugar overload. And eating like this, even one meal kind of tends to lead us to make other negative decisions throughout the day. And the daily recommended amount of salt for a normal adult person is only 2,300 milligrams, and that is about a little bit less than a tablespoon, like this. So I was actually fascinated. I didn't know that it looked like that. And the average American is said to consume about 3,600 milligrams a day. So that's over the recommended amount. And 89% of Americans eat too much salt. And that's coming from Mandy Oaklander, writing for Time magazine. The meals also lack nutritional value. I plugged in all of the caloric content for a Big Mac meal. So it's the Big Mac burger with a medium Coke and a medium fry. And that actually is 70% of a person's daily recommended amount of salt. So it's over half in one meal. And I actually had no idea that it was that much. That's crazy. It's really easy to understand why Americans are facing these hard times regarding nutrition and decision making, but it's really important that someone says it out loud, and so that makes us very aware of issues and gives us a good idea of how we should practice healthier eating habits. Thank you.